Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dimi. And now...
How about Dimi the Great?
Oh, sounds great. I love it. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dimi the Great. And now, you muggles, we're gonna see the magical appeal.
Hey Dimi, since like Millennium is the theme this year is Do You Believe in Magic? Do you think we can like put me in a box and maybe cut me in half?
You know what? We did it with David. Too much blood. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dimi the Great. And now you, muggles, we're gonna see the magical appearance man on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Chapman today in the studio. Let's do this. Woo-hoo!
Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest today will tell us all about his dance partners, his secret therapy, and the latest breaking news right here at BackStage Talks Ballroom. And here is your host, Dmitry Nikolaev.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to have here today, as we just tell you, the Michael Chapman. Woo.
So good to be here.
Thank you for taking time to do this schedule.
Thank you.
Michael, you know...
First of all, I want to
yes.
give this magical flower to your beautiful lady here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Showman. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know what the Michael is doing right now. He's a great competition organizer, right? But Michael, nobody really remembers right now because you don't talk about it. Tell me, how did you start to dance?
Well, I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, and I have two other brothers, and my mom was social dancing at a studio. And I was 11 years old, and she brought us in, and I fell in love with it first moment I walked in. My brothers, you had to pull them by the ears, but I stuck to it. I've been in the business for 35 years. It's been my passion. It's still my passion. Music is everything to me. And
so when you came in, so you was 11? 11. So you felt it naturally, or you had some trouble? So how?
Well, you know, I must say, I mean, of course, I was nervous about it, but I shook my hips, and they says, "You're so natural." I felt like I looked like a sissy or something, but they said that you look so natural, and I believed them, and it was great for my confidence.
Okay.
And yeah, so here I am today.
For your 35-year career, right? How many partners did you have?
I had a total of 3. I must say I was very fortunate. I had Ellie Olar, who was Bobby Medeiros' former partner. He was like the Mambo King, Bobby Medeiros. And he was in the United States final and world final. And he was doing a demonstration with Ellie Olar and brought her through. And he was getting ready to stop, and he saw that I had some talent. So he says, "Why don't you move to Miami and dance with Ellie?"
So you just moved?
I got up and left because it was my passion. At age 21.
Okay, you just get up and moved.
I moved to Miami.
So I want to hear the news. You promised me that you're going to tell me the news.
You're going to have to wait for the news, but I do have news, so I want to...
Some special news, even we don't know, ladies and gentlemen, coming out after a couple of breaks, and a special section which we created with Michael called Nightmares of Michael Chapman. So stay for that. Okay, so you moved to Miami. How did you meet Anna Lorente?
Well, Anna came a little bit later. First, when I finished dancing with Ellie, she got married and moved away. Rufus Dustin, my mentor, called me and said, "Michael, your ship has arrived. You're going to be dancing with the beautiful Christy Lowe." She was.
You thought that this was a real yacht, right?
So anyway, Christy was from the Monte Carlo Ballet, Grace Kelly's ballet, American Ballet Theater.
Yes.
Just amazing. So she flew in to Miami, and we had 7 wonderful years together. Eventually won many titles, also winning the World Open Exhibition 2 times.
Yes.
And then she met this great fellow, and she went on to get married, and then Anna came into my life. This Cuban bombshell. And let me tell you, I was at the Tropicala at the Fontainebleau Hilton on Miami Beach, and I walk in, Dimi, and she was kicking her legs. She was a lead dancer. She was kicking her legs and shaking. I'm like, this is the girl.
That would attract me for sure.
And 6 weeks later, we were traveling and doing competitions and shows all over the world, and she's just an amazing, gifted dancer with so much knowledge. And
I have the note from one of your friends, actually,
Babette, wait just a little bit longer. I know the news. I can't wait to tell the news, but just wait just a little longer.
So I have a note from one of your friends. So when you get together, she actually didn't speak a word of English,
No.
right? So she was how many weeks from?
She'd only been
from Cuba, right?
Yeah, from
Okay.
Cuba. She'd only been on the stage for about 6 weeks, and she trusted in me. We had a connection from the beginning, and I must say, this girl has a lot of fire. And one thing that we have in common is passion. We have passion about the industry and
Did you?
about dance.
Okay, if the girl is fire, occasionally you fight. Did you fight?
Oh boy, did we ever fight? You know, it was like, you know, it was the
Therapy
sublime.
session starting now. Tell me about it.
It was like the sublime to the ridiculous, you know. I guess, you know, competing at major events and, of course, brings on nerves, and she's a perfectionist, but, you know, with her fire, every time she would do something, sometimes it was supposed to be 5 steps she was supposed to do to me, and she would do 7, or it would be 3. So I always have to, I never could know exactly what she would do, but at the time I didn't want to change that, because that was what she brought to the table, is this amazing energy and, again, fire. And
I met
so,
her. She's lots of energy. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've stayed connected through all the years, and now we've been working for some time on an event.
And I heard about it, the famous Cuba, which is right now everybody talking about it, and how this came to life.
Well, of course, I've been quite connected to Cuba, living in Miami for so many years. Now I live in St. Petersburg, Florida, but you know, Anna comes from Cuba, so I've heard so many wonderful stories. And of course, dance sport, the roots of our industry of music is the cha-cha-cha,
Yes.
the rumba, the bolero. So, and everyone knows probably a couple of years ago at Millennium, I had the World Latin Show Dance, and we brought
Yes.
over the orchestra.
Aragon.
Orchestra Aragon. So Anna and I have been working on a project for about 3 years, and we finally, as of about 6 weeks ago, got permission from the U.S. government and also the Cuban government to host the open and closed Cuban International Ballroom Championships. So, no, that's not the news. That's great news.
It sounds amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Stay for more. We're gonna go now into section Nightmares, special section Nightmares of the competition organizer. So, hello, Michael. My name is Dr. Schneider, and I'm gonna be your therapist today. So, how are you feeling?
Well, doctor, and generally I'm feeling like amazing. You know, I got everything ready to rock and roll, taking Millennium to Orlando. I'm sleeping great. I'm having great dreams, and it's really all good. I'm wonderful.
Tell me about it. It's okay. So, what's happening?
Well, I'm having nightmares and anxiety, you know. Even though I have this huge ballroom now for Millennium, you know, it's
great.
affecting my dreams. And,
Right.
and well, it's like I have this big, huge ballroom, and all these people just keep coming in. There's nowhere to put them. There's not enough tickets. And you know, and then I see Mickey and Minnie in my dreams judging the competition.
They don't have a license.
No, they don't. And also it's like, you know, the Orlando airport is like closed down because because everyone's like flying in from Japan and they're flying in from China, and in my dreams I have people coming from Uruguay, and it's like
Uruguay.
and I just can't. They can't accommodate the airport. Can't accommodate everyone, so they're bringing it to
What's it do?
Miami.
Oh.
And everyone's driving down to Miami. It's affected my dreams.
And it's traffic.
And the traffic. So can you help me, doctor, please?
I'm just a pizza man. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This was funny, your therapy, Michael. I like the nightmares I see. Give me just one amazing insight, which is going to be exclusive for us and for people who are watching us. What's going to happen there?
Okay. Are you ready for the news?
Okay, the news. The
Are
news.
you ready for the news?
Yes, the
Okay.
news.
You know, it takes a great deal of things to make a very successful event, and everybody knows I have superstars, and I'm involved in Hollywood Dancesport Championships,
Yes.
and also the Millennium. So now we have created something new called the Millennium Cup, and it is a tour of all 3 events. And the news is, money talks. Our top professionals will win at the grand finale at Hollywood. Over $100,000 will be awarded to the 4 top professional finals, over $100,000. And with that, it doesn't end there. There's more. Our top teachers will share a cash purse of an additional $50,000.
Oh my God.
And it's not it. And our bronze new babies in all 4 age categories, A, B, and C, and senior, and beginner, intermediate, and full, will share a cash purse of $40,000, all awarded at Hollywood. But the catch is you have to do all 3 events. I want to share this. I think this is going to really inspire competitors, Pro-Am, and I certainly want to give back. So I have been looking, and we finally found it. So not only we're going to have 3 fabulous events, but we're also going to have a lot of money to share with our professionals and our Pro-Ams. So I'm very excited.
It doesn't even I don't have to mention how beautiful those events are. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for your wonderful news. And I, honest to God, we didn't know that. We didn't know the news. So thank you for staying with us. Thank you for watching us, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Chapman today with us. Woo!
A lot of fun. He's quite good. Kind of looks like, kind of reminds me of like Deanie Bond, James Bond.
I know.
We call him Deanie Bond.
Man on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Chapman today in the studio. Sit down,
I'm
Jonathan
gonna dye my
Flower.
hair brown. Next week.
For Cuba?
No,
For what?
because I'm gonna get rid of my image of the ditzy blonde woman and now asking about the shit.
I love that.
And now you must Dimi the Great. Okay, just hold your microphone.
Let's try it once again.